Ardan lamatan bishab jiba motrama me per gosong kibachim bu shansar shan josu chogo shinji la pranzatus wars. Ta tiring ni dani arin Khenchen Pema Tsewang ki dani ta hyarlop zo dani Rinpoche chugan chola dani ngatu rongzum nangchu nyanchen ki dani nga zorchung ba mingtogni togmar samdru Tashi del xiuyu.
Tashi Dele, everyone. I'm Khenpo Tsering Tashi, and today for Rongsun Buddhist channel, we are interviewing Khenpo Choga Rinpoche about Arik Khenchen Pema Tsewang.
Teni tangi togmar zhawa tangbodi ganda yinsina teni ta Rinpoche choki Khenchen lama Pema Tsewang chok togma njariya dichoti gadin jaris di kapsu kong ji yugdang dang chu song dang dang jing khurlup ge nishtang la soba ganda yore di korde teni inji ga thong song ro chi hyo.
So the first question for today is, how was it like for you, Khenpo Choga, when you first met Khenchen Pema Tsewang? What was his style of teaching? How was the learning environment for his disciples during that time?
Thank you, the Tsering Tashi Rinpoche. I'm so happy to today talk about my root guru, great Mahapandita Khenchen Pema Tsewang Rinpoche. I was met, I think I met 1983. I met at 1983. And that time, I think I was 16 years old. And this first time I met him, I have my guru, my teacher, Lama Atu, taught me that it's now time for studying more high level. So we went to that time, Tibetan University in Dzogchen. Then there's many teachers, and we check who is a suitable teacher. So we go around, and we found Khenchen Pema Tsewang Rinpoche. He's very smiling and very loving face, and receive us. And he said, "Where are you from?" And this we said, "We from here, this local Dzogchen area," and we tried to find good teacher here. Then his accent is a little different my local language, local dialogue, but understand. So then since then I follow him. That time there's maybe like 17 teachers there from Sasha, Kajju, Nima, Gelu, Bon, all great teachers there. Khenpo Tsewang Rinpoche is the most scholar of the teachers, like teacher. He teaching disciples and also he teaching the students. We that because of cultural liberation, so there's like 20 years no Buddhist studying in Tibet. So 1980s, Chinese leader Deng Xiaoping reopened this Buddhist religion freedom. So we are so happy to receive Buddha's teaching. And then that time, Khenpo Tsewang Rinpoche teaching all 10 science he teach. And every day he teach many class. Sometimes he teach 12 class he teach. So Khenpo Tsewang Rinpoche is a very diligent and humble and amazing teacher. So that environment is like, there's no temple that time, all destroyed. There's no actually classroom or anything. Everything stay in the tent. We stay in the tent. There is maybe like a couple hundred disciples. Some of them is arranged by government. Some is freely, just like everybody they want to educate. So all kind of there's maybe a couple hundred disciples there. So I really that time, golden time, we studying with him. There is like 4 years beginning. So that is like my best memory is like, wow, Khenpo Tsering Rinpoche is always smiling. That is amazing. Smiling is like unceasing smiling. Not like just like 1 day smiling or 2 days smiling, but forever smiling. But most important, you know that Khenpo Tsering Rinpoche like people. People like him. There's no need to introduce so much. Say, hey, like this. He just love you, like you. Wherever you go, whenever you, anytime. Like Khenpo Tsering Rinpoche spent 20 years. I never see 1 day not smiling or one moment sad or disturbed the mind. He never disturbed his mind. How do you do that? Just think about it. Everybody very easy to disturb. He's not disturbed and disturbable mind. So therefore, I think Khenpo Tsering Rinpoche is I really that time. First time, it's very hard to study with him because his dialogue is difficult. But there's in Khenpo Sherab Zombo and other this Genso Rinpoche and then this Jigme Tsewang. Then there's many like Tombo. There's many good teachers. They like teach us the tutoring. So there many. I have a good tutoring. Also, I have a very good company. This Jigme Rinpoche and Jazi Rinpoche, many Rinpoches there. Oh, again, and really kind. There's also then many teachers like Dolo Rinpoche, was very scholar, and then also this Khenpo Rinpoche. Oh, very great masters all together there. That is golden time. So thank you very much. That is I can say now. We need short, yeah. So that's my shortest answer.
Okay, thank you. Next question. Ni trani bade tata kirang ki thomar lama jarwi kaps ta pola yangkir chuche choya ga tiso tindi sigre. Di kaps ta lama kiu tamba mangbo sig de la nyam dun zob yosare. Tata Dzogchen sacha de la. Yena di nang ni kirang ki ta zog da lama de damya de lama Khenpo Khenchen Pema Tsewang sangre de yore. Tenda yena kirang ki kongun deni ta chu mangbo shi yo jere. Di nang ke chu zo ganda topso. De yenda kongi lo jigla namgyung ke chu te so song tang ganda song kre. An di ko le ngala ngof te na ro chis.
Thank you, Rinpoche. What were some of the important teachings that you have received from your root guru, Arik Khenchen? And within all the teachings that you have received, what is the main teaching that really hit you in your heart? How and what did he teach within a year?
This Khenpo Rinpoche, first I say where he teach. Khenpo Rinpoche teach a couple different places, like this 4 different places he teaches. This one is mostly teach Dzogchen, this here is a university, 5 Science University teach there, but sometimes also he go to Khenchen Monastery teach in the couple of months. Then sometimes teach his own university and his temple is Rigdzin, this Puhung Monastery. He teach there too. Then sometimes like this Tibet language state government school, state Tibet language school, also he teach there. So 4 different places teach. So 1 year, I think he teach average, you just think like every day, maybe 6 class teach. There is no Saturday or Sunday recess. Saturday, Sunday, actually more teaching them this because this week, there's government has this university, government language, Tibet language university. They have like on this schedule. So Khenpo Tsering we need teach like 3 or 4 times teach, but then this weekend, many people want to teach. So like weekend, maybe he teach like 12 class weekend. Per week, then this teach like 6 class like that. So There he teach like poetry. He teach like all kind of poetry, but mainly Mipham Rinpoche's commentary that poetry, this Saraswati poetry text. And also he teach, sometimes he teach medicines, Tibetan 4 Tantra medicine, but special faith instruction read by Mipham Rinpoche or Kuntu Rinpoche, he teach those things. Then Sanskrit, he teach like Sanskrit. Like Sanskrit, there's like our Kalapa or this Tandapa or this Panipa. Then especially this, we teach more this Sanskrit of Saraswati. That is we learn from this Khenpo Tsering Rinpoche. He made great commentary. I don't want studying Sanskrit, but he asked studying, so I also studying like that. So Khenpo Tsering Rinpoche, then of course he teach this Abhidhamma, the high Abhidhamma, teach both high Abhidhamma, teach, and also low Abhidhamma, Abhidhamma Koka also he teach. Then he like Vinaya Suttas, of course, the all Vinaya Suttas he teach. Then this and this our Jidlama Uttara Tantra and Abhidhamma Samankara, like all Panchaparamitas, like this commentary by this or read by this Maitreya Bodhisattva and the commentary by Asanga or Basubandhi, all he teach that. Then this Bodhisattva Chavatara, I think he teach every year, no matter what. Then Konsolami Shalom, that is our this longevity preliminary practice, he teach every year like this. So if you say then Parmana debate or this philosophy, that's like biggest ones like Tsemanonde is like great commentary of Parmana, or this Tsemarite, the composed by Satipanda. All those things he teach. If you say Khenpo Tsering Rinpoche teach like this, no more human beings have to believe that. No more human beings, no way to do that, because he's so diligent. He's so diligent that he's so willing to teach their things. He always waiting for students. You never see in Khenpo Tsering Rinpoche 1 second delay. But also he is why he can teach many, because he don't eat dinner, so he have a lot of time to teach. And then he don't need sleeping. He's sleeping maximum 3 hours sleeping. That is like maximum, maybe 2 hours. I don't see even a 2 hour or 1 hour sleeping. My personally, this I be attendant for like at least 2-3 years. I don't see he's sleeping, lay down sleeping. I never see. So therefore, people, anybody requests Dhamma teaching, 1 or 2 or 5 people, anybody come, he always teach that. So that is he teach like whole year, full schedule. For myself, I receive teaching, or I receive so many good teachings. But there is like, according to the mainly, according to this Pema Tsewang's tradition, we call this as a complete and mistake Dharma. Or Buddha Shakyamuni teaching, sometimes we call Nimapa, but this is an unmistake complete tradition of Pema Tsewang, is we call this Buddha Dharma. I think I receive most of these Buddha teachings like suttas, tantras, dzogchens. I think those things early time I want high teaching, but he teach like very like science or philosophy teach. Later he really just like very, very hard to repair the kindness. He teach all the tantras, and then this Dzogchen teachings I received from. So I can say if I practice Dharma continuously, I can maybe like say I can hold the lineage of Khenpo Tsering Rinpoche. If I continuous practice Dharma, I can say I can hold many lineage of Khenpo Tsering Rinpoche's Dharma. It's very good, but depends how much I practice. If I don't practice, even I receive teaching, useless, yeah? So if I practice Dharma, I think I can say I'm lineage holder. Yeah, I think really he teach a lot Dharma. I receive a lot Dharma. This, I think that is enough, yeah, today. Thank you very much, Rinpoche.
Thank you, Rinpoche. Tani tin jugla ta nga ge chwa de kan sena ta chirangi gong la Tani lama Rinpoche ge logic nang ge chugari songku yoba ta ji ndo nga rigni tsama songku yoba de songsongs. Tinga to mi ya de jinjiri. Tenzong. Okay, 다음은 yina yang ta di nang ni krang nguni machina jekaya ge de ge semnang la de ge pachak sa shu ge ji lama gen zaba dang. Then ji kamur nang ya de so na ko bianchun ji bi shi ge to bianchun se na da zo chira de pachak sa shu nam ya je du me ba de gare chong yo ba de ji song ro.
Thank you, Rinpoche, for this beautiful and inspiring sharing that you have shared in question 2. In your memory, is there a main instruction or teaching from Eric Khenchen around the studying and practicing of Dharma, because you have received so many teachings from him around Sutra, Tantra, so many, that is there a main thing that is unforgettable for you in your heart and mind?
I think Khenpo Tsering Rinpoche is a great scholar. All the Buddha Dharma, he knows all the philosophy, Tibetan medicines, and all the Sanskrit, poetry, pastina, drama, this art of the Buddhist art. This like a mandala or building, that is all things he knows. So that is Buddha. He knows all teachings, and then he is willing to teach this. And also I think he, a couple things, he never had possessed any other thing. He never go to shopping to buy anything. Also, he never tried to get the resource, anything. He's fully focused. That is very amazing how to do that. You see, never have anything. He never own house or car or anything except tax. It's very difficult to think like this. Then also before I mentioned that he's very kind to everybody. He treat everybody equally. Very nice. You're poor, rich, and that thing. He teach Dharma is like first level. His teaching is like this: how to be good person, be good person, be good person, good human being. How to this is like some meaningful life. How to get meaningful life. He teach that through this Buddhist Chavatara. Really amazing. Okay, how to make just so meaningful life, not harm others, not harm yourself. He teach like that. Then he teach like very beneficial life, how to benefit others, how to benefit yourself. That is amazing. He never criticize or high speech or anything saying one disturb word to others. Never said that. Always give good teachings, good guidance. The patient is measurable, patient. Okay, I taught before, never disturb. But in front of him, in the classroom, two little young monk, fight each other. I totally angry, and I want to punish them, correct them, because this is not appropriate. So I just waiting for this. I just grab them outside. So you want to fight, you go outside to fight, not in class. But then these two people then stop there. Then Khenpo Tsering Rinpoche, okay, you finish. Now we teach Dharma. Then just like that. Then after this, Khenpo Tsering Rinpoche, you don't correcting those people, anything. I think they will correct themselves. When I teach Dharma, then they correct themselves. So never disturb. So that is like a thing. After that, I got lessons that maybe not so wrathfully correcting others. So therefore, Khenpo Tsering Rinpoche like this. Also, we Buddhists, we learn emptiness. This emptiness is like most people think like nothingness, but emptiness means you look to almost similar to quantum physics. So all these phenomena, what we see, is created by karma. Karma created by mind. So this is cannot be like independent exist. This is like naturally emptiness. So we learn from Madhyamika. I learned it from him. Like 4 commentary together, I learned from him. And one day, one old lady here, and they're making here's leftover food, dump in the soup, my soup, and I don't have other food to eat, so I eat, but I eat they're like the nauseous, like this, like not so like have to eat because hungry, but not so happy. So then Khenpo Rinpoche only he teaching me that Madhyamika 4 commentaries. I very big mouth, emptiness, like talking that. That he comes and says, today you look not so well. Are you okay? I'm not okay. Old lady, her leftover food dumped my soup. I'm not that happy. Some little bit vomit things. Then he said, can you use this Madhyamika logic to this like your tsamba or the food to use this for never born from others, never born from self, never born from both, or else you just like use this as a form is empty, empty is form. Beside emptiness, there's no form. Beside this form, there's no emptiness. Can you use like that kind of logic? I said, okay, go back to try to do that. Really, this works. So then I realized there's actually this all this phenomena is not independently exist. There's naturally empty. So one long as I recognize that, I less vomiting. So this I taught this in Rinpoche. So then Rinpoche said, Khenpo Rinpoche said that you see, this Dharma's workings. Yes, since then I know that should be Dharma's work. Our Dharma must antidote to suffering of mind and body. If the Dharma is not antidote to suffering of mind and body, why we learn Buddhism? So I think Khenpo Rinpoche's teaching is sure that he not suffering. Mentally, Khenpo Rinpoche never not suffering, not disturbed. That is like I learned, tried to learn until now I learning Khenpo Rinpoche. I cannot be like that good, but I try to learn how to not disturb, how to not like lose our happiness, or how to not lose patience. Like very composed, great, spacious, or wonderful like this. Like I think Khenpo Rinpoche grateful everybody. That's I learned. He thanked to everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, this is so amazing. Khenpo Rinpoche grateful everybody. Really, this is so amazing. I'll try to learn. I said, thank you, thank you. I think Khenpo Rinpoche definitely like few disciple of Buddha Shakyamuni. Be grateful, everybody. Only blame to own this negative thinking. I think that exactly he do. He grateful, everybody. He so respect others. Like of course, monks, Rinpoche respect, but even like small, like poor people, he so respect. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I think like those things is teaching me to be grateful. I need to be grateful more. I wish we have so many good things we have, but sometimes we not recognize. I think Khenpo Rinpoche look like all the time he recognize all the good things there. Of course, there are many bad things. We need compassion, patience, and do something. So I think Khenpo Rinpoche, in front of Khenpo Rinpoche, many people say any bad things. He never joined or never against. Never joined them, but never against. Then Khenpo Rinpoche, this man is really jerk. He's very stupid. Why you not say anything? I told Khenpo Rinpoche. I already recited mantra. I pray for them. Better than this, I don't have. I do my best. I said, wow, that is like best teachings I got. So everybody, there's many good things happening, but many bad things happen in this world. For example, war and violence, many things happen. Many people sad and hopeless, but they think I cannot do anything. But you can do something. Just like love them, compassion to them, pray for them, do something to them. Just like Khenpo Rinpoche said, this man say many nonsense things, but Khenpo Rinpoche never against them, never joined them, but he recited mantra, pray for them. After that, this man talking, and that most of the time, their mind is clear, more happy, more joy. So I think these things I remember. Khenpo Rinpoche's teaching is life, and we are Khenpo Rinpoche's teaching right now is totally life in the disciples' heart. I know that Khenpo Rinpoche love his disciple, really, really honor. He never have any resource, whatever he have, everything donate to the disciples. And that reason I say Khenpo Rinpoche's fully believe education, you see, totally believe education. So everything donated to the disciples. So I really very difficult in the Buddhists, yeah. Like not like this kind of great master is not there. Very difficult to survive. Thank you very much, Rinpoche, for the chapter.
That's all. Di ngi chwa ngabate ta Khenchen Pema Tsewang Rinpoche Choga tani ta pola santi ke tamba yang cher tarbi yang ter kunggo de la ta pochi gindan ba tang gumba tang shedra dubja te sola ta shuchin chimbo tebiore de gindan merkia ge de sena ta chi tang ki ta ge shiyun ba tang tindri ge chi lobda tang te so ge nang ke pochi kai ke lo so yang nyam so chia la hajang ge te ka tin chimbo jang yo sare de shuchin ge korte kanda yimba ti chola an chi songro.
Thank you, Khenpo Choga Rinpoche, for this beautiful sharing of wisdom, love, and compassion. We really feel that through your sharings. Now for question number 5, during the re-establishment of the Buddha Dharma during the 70s and 80s, what were Eric Khenchen's influences, connections, and contributions to the Gombas, Shedras, and Gendunbas, and also around Tibetan language, literatures, and culture?
Thank you. That is a little difficult questions. You said 1960 to 1980s. During these 20 years, we in China is a dark year. There's a very difficult because not so much Buddha Dharma going. And the 1970s, there's not so much Buddhist going on there. Almost you cannot recite mantra of Man Peme Hong. You cannot wear the Dharma robes that time. So, but due to the kindness of great leader, Deng Xiaoping, reopened this Buddhist religion freedom. And I think during that time, China has like 56 different athletes. Then Tibetan is one of that. And the Tibetan culture is very declined. So I think government established special Tibetan language school, university in Dzogchen University. So during that time, there's like all part of Tibet, all the scholars gathered together, and also most like more intelligent or who can read Tibet language, read, write, all gathered together and train them become teacher. So Khenpo Rinpoche teach tirelessly teach those people. So most of all these people is become now great leaders or great teachers or great influencers. So really, really benefit Tibet culture, and I think they contribute Chinese these people really. They benefit everybody. Benefit from these teachings. Benefit both like Dharma or culture. Everything is very beneficial. Then comes to like talk about Buddhist this temples, so monasteries, meditation retreat centers. In Khenpo Rinpoche, I think he's like Dzogchen here's 5-star universities. Maybe his base for like maybe speech base. He always teaching that Dharma. Then his own monastery university is maybe like body's base, maybe like his sacred body's base. He reside there most of the time, and also he teach Dharma. Then his heart, the base is maybe the Khenchen monastery, because Khenchen monastery shared university that time very small, but every year he go there and blessing and teach. That time's like 10-15 people, but now it's maybe couple hundred people like that. So this is his base. Then he's like quality or great qualities basis. I just mentioned that Tibet language universities. I think this all their teachers, that time teachers, they have disciples. My friend, those classmates, most of them now are great teachers. They have also disciples. They become teachers. Their disciples will become teachers. So many generations, I think, really benefit throughout the China and the benefit. I think really also throughout Asia and the whole world, they're benefiting. So I really happy that. And also this his teacher, his disciples, there are many great disciples. I think most important disciple or like great disciples, Khenchen Rinpoche. He teach in the Dzogchen Khenpo Choga University and the other temples, like Khenpo Rinpoche. Then this Khenpo Pema Rigdzin. There's many Khenpo Dawa. He teach Kagye monasteries. Then Khenpo this Rinpoche Kunga Zombo mainly teach like Sakya traditions. So there's many like Rinpoches. I think and his disciples become great masters. They tremendously benefit whole Tibetan culture and Dharma, and also benefit whole China and whole Asia and whole world benefit. So I say Khenpo Tsering Rinpoche, great son of Asia and China, and particularly in Tibet area. Thank you very much, Khenpo Tsering Rinpoche. I think like that.
Laso teni ta truba trubate ta teni tan Rinpoche de danki pona jugyore yena ta chilo chikton gibja gopchu kodani ni chijar ke yarkab mamboshi na pibni teni zapachang yore ti kapse chede anyam de mamboshi pib yore tenda yindi ti kapse tapto de zapakare chang yore yarkab kawala pibre teni lama namba sudan japtra na yu chukare song yoba ani kon ni zigla ya pib yojire de korte ta chi bot chlok teni sachani da zapakare chang yobi korte ngotchinaro.
The next question. Even though Eric Khenchen Rinpoche lived in Tibet, however, in the 90s, he traveled a lot. And Khenpo Choga Rinpoche, you were also traveling with him in those days. So which countries did Eric Khenchen Rinpoche visit during his Dharma teaching tour? What teachings were given? Did he visit any other lamas and Rinpoches? Any sacred places he visited? Please share with us briefly.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I remember 1995, I met Khenpo Tsering Rinpoche in the Beijing, Panchen Lama's University. He teaching there, Beijing. Then after that, he went to this England for a short time, but I did not go there. Khenpo Tsering Rinpoche is 1980s, early time. Then recommended by Khenpo Rinpoche and invited by Dzogchen Rinpoche and Dzogchen Rinpoche invite to Dzogchen Monastery. Since then, I think everywhere and going many places in Tibet, he also mind teaching Dharma, especially teaching Dharma.
Sorry, continue, please.
For this teaching Dharma, so I think 1996, 1997, 1998, I and many lamas invited Khenpo Rinpoche to outside. So he first came to Nepal. He teach Dharma, and especially Gorya and Garba Tantra 4 commentary. There are many great teachers, like for example, Sheshan Ranja Rinpoche, Jigme Rinpoche, Rinpoche, and many people joined that. And after that, in Khenpo Rinpoche, we went to Bhutan, the pilgrimage, and very successful there. Then Khenpo Rinpoche in North India traveled into many different monasteries, and then also South India, many different monasteries he teach and this. After that, then we go to scheme, and there is Dzogchen Rinpoche meet, and there's very nice. Also, the many Kamakaji monasteries go there teaching, and there's one monastery is Kaung Rinpoche monastery. He is very nice place, and he teach there. And then after that, we many Rinpoches like Sodja Rinpoche, Dzogchen Khenpo Rinpoche, Dzogchen Rinpoche, and other Rinpoches invite. So he went to France, Ling. Khenpo Rinpoche teach there. There's many disciples, maybe a couple thousand people there. And then Khenpo Rinpoche teach. Sometimes he need like 2 or 3 translations. Sometimes I translate his dialogue to more Central Tibet dialogue, and then they translate to English. English translate to French or Spanish or Russia. So sometimes 3 translation like this. Then this Khenpo Rinpoche from France teach. Then after that, he teach in Belgium, Holland, and then also teach this England, London. We teach there. Then Khenpo Rinpoche went to this Australia, Vienna, and then this Lithuania, then Russia. The Russia, yeah, Khenpo Rinpoche very enjoy Russia there because Russia before was communist and there's not allowed to practice Buddhism. But during that time, Russia communist is maybe not that strong. So very free religion of freedom of religion. So everybody practice. So he's very surprised. Wow. So we see the Lenin's body, and he blessed everything. And then after that, then we went this America. I think America East Coast teach like New York, Washington, everywhere teach. Then Colorado, Salt Lake City, the California, many different places, and New Mexico, Arizona, and then we Poland like this. Then we go to the Vancouver. Then Vancouver, they're teaching this. Some teaching is simple. Some teachings they met many great masters. And this so also met this Thai Sudo Rinpoche. We met there, Khenpo Rinpoche. They met very good, amazing. This all those good experience. Then later, Khenpo Rinpoche went to Japan. Then went to Taiwan. Then after that, Hong Kong. Then we went to Singapore. Then finally, we go to this Sri Lanka, the Shiripat Mountain. We went there. Khenpo Rinpoche very happy because Shiripat Mountain is in the sutta said there's Lankavatara Sutta taught there. Also many tantra taught there, and the 5 excellent this representative also gathered there. So because of that, Khenpo Rinpoche work the whole night up and down. He's never tired. I'm very tired, but there's Khenpo Rinpoche no tired, no complaining. My legs swelling, all these things. But during that times difficult is he never eat after 1 o'clock food. Only eat midday. So I need sometimes I need to say time zone change. So what time do you ask like 12? Sometimes I need to say like maybe 3 o'clock, but I say okay 12. I don't change the clock. So this is it. Stay 12 o'clock. So because I don't want he missing the lunch. Also during that time, because during this traveling time, 3 years, like traveling like almost 2 years like that traveling time, he gave every day teaching for like 5 o'clock morning, every day teaching, like 1 hour, 2 hour he teaching. That is very difficult sometimes, jet lag or anything. Rinpoche sometimes, many times knock door means okay, wake up now. Then he teach. Sometimes hard to open the eye, but he's totally fresh. I surprised. Oh, how do you do that? How do you do that? There's a Rinpoche is very amazing. So that is, I think like this, he whole world traveling. That time we tried to arrange the business class, and we rent best halls to teach. That's the cost of those things are very high, but we managed that, and Khenpo Rinpoche very enjoyed it. This word is Khenpo Rinpoche see, and he blessed everything every time in the airplane, anywhere, totally blessed that. And he teaching Dhamma is like what they say, what they teach. One time, this in Colorado, we teaching some Naropa University teaching. They need like 3 translation. I need translate from Com dialogue to the Central Tibet. Then need to do other. There's Naropa University. We try to teach topic is Buddha nature, but Khenpo Rinpoche university style he teaching. So one like Buddha nature provide all beings. He wants teach that took like 3 hours teach, but one line. 3 hours translations. I think this disciples think he taught a lot. I said no, he teach only one line. So that is like he do a commentary. So Khenpo Rinpoche teaching need take time to learn. If you ask the concise, he will teach concise. But sometimes we forget. So if we say concise, please concisely teach, he will teach. But if you normally teach like great commentary style, it's very difficult to bring together. They take like couple months to study. Yeah. So Khenpo Rinpoche in Tibet and everywhere, I think really amazing benefit. That's my feeling. And I know that this world stay, this have many great Bodhisattva like Khenpo Rinpoche helping us. So thank you very much.
That's thank you. 아니 니 주바 다 dum바데 다 다당아서 로서크 지바 뉴슈나 보치 뉴슈나데 라마르모치 꾸냥을 린디 부티친 차데요레 데니 대당제니 다 라마르모치 꾸냥을 린디 비코르당 캬퍼드 티캅스 쳇드 parji sangin chumpula phepnawo tin jingzapa tambi guba jimchen di korde chiksonro.
Question number 7. Eric Khenchen Rinpoche passed away during Losar, the 25th of Tibetan calendar. So when Eric Khenchen took parinirvana in Samye Chimbu, can you share something about this? Why did Khenchen chose Samye as his final stop or destination in life?
Thank you.
Thank you. Khenpo Rinpoche went to many holy places, like in China, 5 Peak Mountains or Pudosan, that thing, and holy place, he pilgrimage and that. Also, like Khenpo Rinpoche went to many different parts of Tibet. Before I left from Tibet, we are planning to go to Soi Monastery area. They teach. We plan to 3-year teach there is very good. They're saying that because Longchenpa said those who practice Dharma for other place or maybe you die in the Soi Monastery area is much better because this is a nature channel ground or nature mandala or Pema Tsewang. So we our Tibetan Buddhists is originated from, or they start from Soi Monastery. So therefore, Pema Tsewang come to this 8th century to the Soi Monastery, build that, and then all the train the Dharma teachers. Then the whole world without Pema Tsewang, there's no Vajrayana. You see, Pema Tsewang without Pema Tsewang no Vajrayana. Without the Yishin Choja, there's no Pema Tsewang's commentary. So we know that this Yishin Choja also there's a practice and attend that area. So therefore, Khenpo Rinpoche really want to go there. So in 2001, Khenpo Rinpoche's nephew called this Kato Nudo Rinpoche, his nephew. He said, Khenpo Rinpoche a little bit sick. So then I asked him, Khenpo Rinpoche, you feel sick? He said, I don't feel any sick. I feel this well, but doctor said I'm something not well, but I feel very well. So then Rinpoche said, maybe you last time we want to go to Soi Monastery. Maybe go there, it's very good. And then he also want to go there. So then later, before he passed away, he went to Soi Monastery, and the Soi Monastery there practiced. And then during that time, I due to the schedule, I cannot come immediately. So I sent my brother Ari Rinpoche, and Ari Jatu Rinpoche, so some offering to Khenpo Rinpoche, and that is first month, 25th of first month, and the morning like 10 o'clock he give offerings. Then say, oh yeah, don't need to come. You stay in Khenpo Choga, you stay outside is very good, and I'm totally fine here, very happy here. So then after 2-3 hours later, Khenpo Rinpoche passed away. There's another, during the exactly same day, my disciple, they call Alan from America lady, she helping many Tibet women. She helping many Tibet women to like helping that. So she go there. There's a not like that day, but his commission day, body commission, sacred body commission. So today is one of these great masters commission. You see the rainbow in the space and many good signs. All people watching in the space. She saw that. Who is that? Oh, there's a Khenpo Rinpoche. This is a Khenpo Choga Guru. There's he saw this. So she also give me some photos. Very beautiful. These rainbow colors in the space, and so I think Khenpo Rinpoche reason to be in the Soi Monastery is I think blessing us, and encourage us. And this Pema Tsewang is we believe that Buddha Shakyamuni never banned us. Buddha Shakyamuni is never dies, never ages. He's Vajra life. And what Buddha Shakyamuni does is he become great rainbow body and deathless Vajradhara, Pema Tsewang. So then Pema Tsewang is within us. He has born but never dies. So Pema Tsewang's activities, I think Khenpo Rinpoche is holding. So therefore, I think he go to Soi Monastery. So I really empowering us. Buddha Shakyamuni never banned us. He cannot. He promised to liberate us, Buddha Shakyamuni. He cannot run away from us because he is like accumulated merit for ecocillion great 10 cycles. And then these 3 ecocillion great 10 cycles, he practiced Dharma, liberate us. And then he just disappeared. No, he transformed a great rainbow body. For this span like 2,900 years ago, 901 years ago, maybe ordinary beings, they see Buddha Shakyamuni parinirvana. But these enlightened beings, Buddha Shakyamuni transformed the great rainbow body, Pema Tsewang. And Pema Tsewang bring Dharma to Tibet in Soi Monastery. And then the reason our Guru, Khenpo Rinpoche, go to Soi Monastery, the discipline us like parinirvana is, I think, empower us, remind us, Pema Tsewang is within us. I think that is my interpretations like this. Okay, Khenpo Rinpoche showing us Buddha Pema Tsewang is with us. That's I understand.
Thank you. Teningi ta juk chwade ta kirang ngus teni lamasang ko nyangal ni dipikaus de la peptabio mari yenna yang ta lamasang chijer la pepikaus mangchiwade lamasang la shabshi shingpende kirang chade yore tenda yendi ke tang lamar bo chiniga ngusin jariya tamade gadi yumbata di kaus mixer ke chela chi kalo lamdon senada sharta senada tende mixer karison.
So question number 8, because Dzogchen Khenpo Choga Rinpoche, you were his attendant, very close attendant around Eric Khenchen. So when was the last time you met Eric Khenchen, and what was the last teaching, hard teaching from him to you, if you don't mind sharing with us?
I think year 2000, I went to Tindu, China, and Khenpo Tsering Rinpoche winter time come there and to just teaching some, so they rent some apartment, and I went there and they received some teachings. Then I verified, I wrote his life story. I asked Khenpo Tsering Rinpoche end of 1996, 1997, and 1990, early 1980, 3 years almost. I wrote down what is your father's name, what is your mother's name, where you born, all these things ask like this. So very difficult get answer. He said, you don't need to know my life story. You just pray Buddha. You just study Dharma. You recite mantra of Pema Tsewang is much better. So many times they said, okay. I said this. Then he said like this. I get a good deal. He said, I will teach this every morning like 5 o'clock teaching. Then you learn that. Then I tell you a little bit. So okay, every morning I wake up a little bit. So I finish his life story. Then I told him, I finish anything. You have any to add anything or manage anything? I read this. He said, everything's okay. What did you wrote? This is good. I think you decide. So later that text is like printed by one of his disciple, my friend or my disciple Lama Tunling did that. So that last time I asked is, can I print this? He said okay. So that is so. Then is tomorrow or day after tomorrow I coming back. Rinpoche, I have some offering. I coming back. So okay, but then 2 days later I come back. Khenpo Tsering Rinpoche not there. This is so disappointed. This why is it like Khenpo Tsering Rinpoche not there? So I knock door, nobody there. I wait for 2-3 hours, not there. So I really want to see Khenpo Tsering Rinpoche, but I need to go now. So then I go. Then after that I called them. So I really want to see the Khenpo Tsering Rinpoche. Oh, you recite Guru Rinpoche mantra. It is okay. So I reciting Guru Rinpoche's mantra. So in my mind, I really want to sing Khenpo Tsering Rinpoche. Before on the Sri Lanka, from Sri Lanka to come back to Singapore, then he go back to Tibet at that time. I really want to go with him, go back to Tibet. Then Khenpo Tsering Rinpoche said, maybe you stay outside Tibet, because Tibet has many teachers. And you see the Russia or America, Europe, there are many thousands of people really like you, you benefit them, so you need to help them. Then that is very good. You help them, I'm very happy. You don't need to go to Tibet. Tibet has many teachers. So that is his order or his request to me. I think I following his guidance. So since then, I did not go back to Tibet so much. So then I just a little everyday teaching Dharma sometimes benefit some people. Thank you very much.
Laso Rinpoche, teni di jugla tangi jawade jawa thamati yin. Ta jirtang ki yana lama tsama di keu tambangun ni chadden jigina tsama donggu thola jigba chakayor, yondan jigba chakayor, jinlab jigba chakayor jiri. Yana yanta nang churla par tasala 아니 지 기랑저위나 당보 보니더니 바르요르당 야거당 잠불랑 참말라 펠차레 아니 라마양 하장마 보신 자요레 예나양 데다가 라마난 빈 자추 그 토라야 만다 사망 보요레 데인디 기랑그 고나다 같은 Pema Tsewang Rinpoche Choga 지금 자반 천리당 공기 지금 연단 그 차라 오 라마 이장다다 만자위 믹서 그 차추 지jan지 찻짓 마트 비 믹서 그 차추 어떤지 지 Thank
you, Khenpo Choga Rinpoche, for benefiting so many sentient beings with your teachings and your sharings. So for today's last question, though all great lamas have immense merits, qualities, and accomplishments, and they are all Buddhas, all Buddhas to us. However, what are the special traits and qualities of Arik Khenchen Rinpoche that makes him so special up to today, especially in your heart?
There's just I thinking like this. Sometimes we in the history they said like this. Oh, you got this quality of this poetry from Chandangomi or wisdom from Chandakurti, like this. I think like you see that sometimes Hindu gods says there are many hands like this. We say explain this. Oh, this one God's power. This right hand is one God's power. Left hand is another God's power. Like this. I think Khenpo Rinpoche has like many teachers' quality one place. All teachers' quality is one place like this. You say, well, all is one. I think they will call like that. Yeah, all is one. Because you look this, I have like 46, 7 teachers. There are many of them is very great teachers. Some of them is very close. Some is very not so close. But Khenpo Rinpoche not saying like them. Nobody cannot compete or compare to Khenpo Rinpoche, because Khenpo Rinpoche knowledge is amazing, vast. Imagine Khenpo Rinpoche learn science. I think what happened? Wow, that's amazing, because he knows all these Buddhist texts like the Kanjuro, Tanjiro. There's like Kanjuro, Tanjiro together, maybe plus Rinchen Tenzo, maybe 374 books. He knows all. Basically, he knows all these texts. Not only knows, but you anytime you ask, like your literature or like poetry or drama or astrology. I learned from him astrology. I made 2 calendars. Very, very difficult. Almost like sometimes I think my heart is pain because number is mistake. But he, anytime I ask, everything is ready. Present moment, like personally. Only present, like. So Khenpo Rinpoche's wisdom is vast and profound. That maybe you say all the Manjushuris together, all Manjushuri together, Khenpo Rinpoche, because Khenpo Rinpoche recite Manjushuri Nama Sangiti and the Tibet language 200,000 and the Sanskrit language 100,000. During the cultural liberation time, like 20 years, he recited so many mantras, he reads so many texts. There's nobody bother him. This is very amazing, yeah? He's never stopped learning Dhamma. So this cannot compare to knowledge. Then it's like his conduct. Couple conduct is not like just because of Buddhist, but naturally very good. His uncle is Khenpo Sherab. Master also, I heard, very good conduct. So very gentle, very peaceful, very kind, very nice, always smiling, always never disturb, and then very grateful for everybody, very respect for everybody. I heard like sometimes philosophy say like, respect is more powerful than law. I think that's true. He's really respect everybody, sincerely respect, not just a fake respect, just like somebody custom like the respect, not this, sincerely from heart, the respect. It cannot compare to others. That also never disturb. Same like almost like you say America Groundhog Day or something like this. Always same. Khenpo Rinpoche always attitude is similar. There's no the 2 days very exciting, next day is so down, and then don't have like that. No up down. Also, I never see he's sick. Or teeth pain or headache or I never see myself. I never see he's sick. Only as last time he saw something, hand is a little bit shaking, like a little bit shake. This is any pain or anything. No, sometimes a little shake hand. That is the last time I saw that. So that is a Khenpo Rinpoche. Then it's a teaching record. Maybe like this, like 6,000-7,000 hours of teaching record. Those teaching records, I think, future our treasure. This treasure because it is very difficult to understand the Buddha's teaching, because Buddha's teaching is like 9 yanas teaching is very vast, profound. That India masters gather together and commentary, and that is also very good. Then translate to Tibet language. Tibet language is maybe holding the entire Buddha's teaching, plus entire India masters commentary, plus this all Tibet itself has maybe like around 30,000 books, Tibet language you have. So Tibet language is equal to the Sanskrit, and his language of saying things is very amazing. Khenpo Tsewang teaching time, never say one word, meaningless word or useless word. Never say anything. Exactly stay in this topic, the teaching topic. They never talk about politics or useless things or all this like against somebody or this. Especially I really, Khenpo Tsewang Rinpoche, one unique is his disciples, how he guide. We are like totally non-sectarism. We never have like we are like the Nimapa, others bad, or we are Buddhists, other religions bad. We went many these Christian temples during traveling. Khenpo Tsewang equally pray to everybody. Really, really nice to the Christian temple, or we went mass. I took everywhere. Really, one time I took Khenpo Tsewang movie. I showed the great movie that showed this is a very good example of Maya. Yeah, and he said one comment only. Yeah, that is all. That is only. He said the only one time. So I request see one time movie. This is a very important. So Khenpo Rinpoche is different than other. All the together, you can say like knowledge of Manjushri, power of Vajrapani, compassion of our Lokshora, and activity of Ayatara, and blessing of Pema Sambhava, all united as one, Khenpo Rinpoche. So Khenpo Rinpoche is for me, this Buddha Shakyamuni, okay, Buddha Shakyamuni, a true Buddha Shakyamuni, because I don't have a lot of good karma to see Buddha or enlightened being, but myself is not like a very respect for everybody, not like that. But Khenpo Rinpoche's conduct, attitude, care, wisdom, and knowledge, everything that is totally dominate my ego clinging, totally like subdued my ego clinging and the pride down. Because otherwise, there's many great teachers. I said Khenpo Rinpoche is an infallible teacher. There's no flawless, there's no fault. So Khenpo Rinpoche is, I think, will remain our disciples, because Khenpo Rinpoche teaching is very powerful, very logical, very rational. His teaching is like no way to you logically against. Okay, this one time Khenpo Choga Rinpoche is my also guru too. I made his clothes, red hat. I made his clothes. So why are you doing this? So I want like wear this any debate and with non-Buddhist or any science or anything, may I victory. This why you do that? Why you do this? I said, because the Khenpo Rinpoche teaching is so logical, so powerful. I want to show to others, because the Khenpo, I have many doubts. I think more doubt than anybody. I have so many questions in Khenpo Rinpoche. If I ask like that, others may angry. I ask like this some of question Khenchen Jigme Rinpoche from 2 o'clock to 10, maybe like almost 8 hours. I ask Khenpo Jigme Rinpoche. Khenpo Jigme Rinpoche very happy and surprised. I have so many weird questions. So you ask all the time like this Khenpo Rinpoche? I said, yes, I do all the time this. Wow, your master is very patient. He's patient. Yeah, because yeah, that is I do. There's a Khenpo Jigme Rinpoche, that time he's a disciple, Tenzin Janso there. 8 hours, question answer. I made weird questions. I have many rare, confused, skeptical questions. Khenpo Rinpoche cut all the doubts. Really, you cannot like this against or argue with Khenpo Rinpoche, because his logic and knowledge is more deeper question. His sharpness of wisdom is like genius. I think super science. Khenpo Rinpoche super critical thinking. Like mind is very philosophical, logical. So that's the reason I know it not become his disciple. Because if I don't need any teacher, I want to be Mara. Otherwise, he is like the only guru that is suitable for me and all beings. I think this is Buddha Shakyamuni for me. May you find a great teacher. I think there are many great teachers here in this world. You should examine them, check them, is suitable for you. If they decrease your negative thinking and suffering, I think that teacher is good for you. Thank you very much, Rinpoche.
Thank you so much. Tani tirang aso ta rongzom na chu nyen chen ji. Tani nang de tani ta Dzogchen Khenpo Choga Rinpoche cho ngu se pep ni ta ngarang zo tumong ki zawa la ma. Tani ta arin Khenchen Pema Tsewang ki kor la. Tani kalop sabjang jiba nawa garden cheese.
Thank you very much, Dzogchen Khenpo Choga Rinpoche, for coming online today to answer so many questions about Eric Khenchen Pema Tsewang Rinpoche on Rongsun Buddhist channel. It is both our lamas, and I feel so happy and honored to have you share so much with us on this channel. Thank you very much.
Ani ta tarang ki ti dwa talente ta ti kong kalop te gyuni. Mangpo si ke nguni ge te ta chunyam linching ken se wa te kanda si yamba lama jiu tamba kanda yamba te mangpo si ke hakoya ge te ichios.
And you have shared so many useful and valuable wisdom about Eric Khenchen Pema Tsewang Rinpoche through your sharings today. And I'm sure it is a great inspiration and guidance for a lot of practitioners and Dharma believers and lovers. Thank you so much.
Hello, Karanchi. Then can you make dedication?
That's Pardon Zawe Lama Rinpoche Zawe Pemi Danju Gajan Chimbo Goni Jizon De Kozon Tuji Muja Tarda Lasso